Hey, Soul Survivors. I have a viewer topic request about a video that I posted where I'm out enjoying Florida. And the topic was, you must be pretty lucky. You have a lot of people who love you that you can get out and do things. So, in our healing journey, we will go through a process where we're going to be depressed. We're not going to want to talk to people. We're going to kind of become reclusive and self-isolate ourselves. And I've been there. I've done that. And when we realize we've had enough of that, that there is a time that we can get out again. Now, the person I went to Florida with, I reconnected with. It was probably 12 years or so. Maybe I'm off by a couple of years, but about 12 years. And we reconnect, and you start realizing that I should have kept in contact with this person. So if there's anybody in your life that you can reconnect with, or if you don't have that, sometimes we move to new cities and we do have to get out there. Now, when I was a child, I was extremely shy. I was a little bit chubby, so a little self-conscious. Also, I had an older brother who was very outspoken, parents who were fantastic about setting things up for me. So I was a little bit shy. And there was times when my mom would be like, go ahead, just order pizza and I'll pay for it, but go ahead and order whatever you want. And I was too shy. So I would rather cook something at probably age 12 to 14 years old than just call and order pizza, knowing these people don't know who I am, knowing they can't see me, and they could care less. It's just an order to them. But overcoming our insecurities is important. Putting ourselves out there is important. So, do I have a lot of people that love me? Now, when my first wedding was canceled, I didn't want to talk to people because it was embarrassing. It was 3 weeks before my wedding, and all my friends and family were invited. And it took me a long time to reconnect with my family. Now, I just didn't want to deal with I'm sorry to hear about that, or how are you doing? And their responses most likely would have been positive. I wasn't ready to take them as positive. A lot of times the human mind will go towards the negative, where I felt that they would judge me, like, oh, well, what's the real story? Why did she get married? Things like that. So it was uncomfortable for me. So sometimes we have to wait till we're in somewhere near our comfort zone. If we wait too long, we're just missing out on opportunities. So give yourself a chance to heal. We have to do that. Sometimes we do need that time alone. But the better you are at keeping connections during this time, there has to be a balance to where we don't overflood our current friends with being too needy. So if you need to disperse it out, or if you are struggling a lot, that's when you can schedule a one-on-one with me, or talk to a therapist or a pastor, priest, uh, or whatever is in your religious realm. But getting out there, it is risky, but we're social beings, and we physically will be healthier if we have connections with people. It'll rebalance our body and our mind. So don't let yourself get sucked down that rabbit hole where you're going to miss out on living life. There are times that I do things by myself. There's a lake that I've been going to for the past 2 years. I go by myself. I have met a couple people. It's not a super crowded lake, but I go there to exercise, enjoy the way it feels on my body. It resets your vagus nerve. You got your vitamin D from the sun. And, I loved it so much. I started inviting certain people. So realistically, there are some people who, as they get older, maybe their friends have passed away or moved on, or we relocate, we feel a little isolated. Some people stay home for work, maybe volunteer or get a part-time job. There are ways to get yourself out there. Go do activities. I've gone roller skating by myself. There are people that I've talked to. Be open to allowing people to talk to you. Sometimes we shut ourselves off, or our body language. So try to be aware of your body language. Are you looking at people kind of like, leave me alone, or are you open? There's different ways to hold our drinks to where we're closed off or we're open to conversation. People pick up on clues. If you would like a video on body language, on how to invite people into your space to be able to connect with. And when I show these videos, I've been in your journey, and there are times that, I stuck to myself, and I'm not living my best life that way. Now, I still have my ups and downs. I still get extremely sad or feel lonely or lost. That's normal. And the more you get out there, the more you start living your life, the more things fall into place. And if we can change our mindset to where we're not going out there like, nobody's going to want to talk to me. Why would they want to talk to me? Sometimes we can brighten somebody else's day. And when you see that smile on their face, that can warm your heart too and give you a little bit more encouragement. There are places such as, church, synagogue, mosque, that you can go to kind of get the ball rolling. Sign up to volunteer or go to the picnics, or, if you're single, go to the single classes instead of the big sanctuary where you're not really interacting with people. Ask questions. Sometimes little questions, ask directions, or, hey, how does that latte taste? Or what would you suggest? It gets the ball rolling. Sometimes it seems like small talk. What's that going to bring me? It opens the door. Get your foot in the door. And it gives people a comfort to interact with you. There are people who are in your same boat who feel lonely or lost. And when you two work together, you can brighten each other's day. And sometimes we are lucky to have people we can reconnect with. Other times we're not. Or we've burnt bridges, or we've burnt our friends out by talking too much about the abuse that we've been through. But it doesn't mean it's hopeless, doesn't mean that we can't get out there again. There are organizations that you can join, or travel clubs. I know sometimes money is an issue, but my lake, it was I think $14 for the whole summer. And sometimes there are certain state parks that are free. My mom goes to a knitting class and connects with people. So if you would like more information on specific things, but you're worth the investment. Maybe we can juggle some money around a little bit. Instead of having steak, have hamburger for a little bit, save a couple dollars and take a class, grow your mind, your body. I've gone to like school plays, and it was $5 to see the Wizard of Oz. And sometimes there are ways to get back out there. So when I'm showing you these videos, it's kind of to show you that it is possible to get back out there. And whether I have a bunch of people who love me or nobody who loves me, I need to love myself, and I need to treat myself the right way. I can lock myself up in my house, or I can go for a walk, or I can take myself out for ice cream every now and then. The things that we can do, even just combing my hair, that's taking care of myself. So every day, live your best life. Live your best life. And sometimes when we're down and out, we don't want to take a shower, but the water can be invigorating, and we are missing out on that. Where we get depressed, we don't want to clean. We're surrounding ourselves with negative energy. So when we start working on ourselves, it infiltrates the world, and we become positive energy, and people are drawn to that. So thank you for your comment. I know it's hard. I've been there. It is a struggle. It is uncomfortable sometimes to get out there. We can sit quietly, or we can talk to people. You can go to church and just go get the message and come home, or you can kind of linger a little bit. see some opportunity, maybe somebody's clothes, ask, oh, where'd you get that coat? I love it. Or, I like your hairstyle. Do you have a good stylist I can go to? Or whatever it is that you can connect with someone. Somebody has a dog on their t-shirt. You can ask them about animals or connect with them saying that you have an animal at home. There are ways. If you'd like some more ways to connect with people, just remember you're worth it. Connect with yourself. Know what you're missing and know it is possible. It's just like going to a new school. We're going into a new life, a new journey. And sometimes we're at the bottom level. Where do you believe that you belong in this life? At the bottom level? Are you willing to put in the effort to climb up it and experience life? Because I believe in you and I believe you're worth it. So the purpose of those videos was to show you just how beautiful things can be. And there's so many adventures out there. I'm going to start sharing a little bit more about nature, about adventures, and let me know some more things that I can help you with. Big hugs. I know it's hard, but you're worth it.